Tonight, see how students put their talents to work.
Plus, some journalism students got a head start on learning how to land a job. Stay tuned, TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the high-definition digital production center on the Troy campus, with news from Troy University locations around the world, this is TrojanVision Nightly News.
And welcome to TrojanVision Nightly News for October 23rd, 2013. I'm Judson Garner.
And I'm Courtney Addison. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Well, adolescence can be a complicated time in someone's life, and personal circumstances, whether related to a child financially or with their ability to learn and understand, can certainly be a difficult obstacle to overcome. And there is a new organization that wants to aid these families struggling with this obstacle, and they're asking the community for help. A member of the Freshman Forum addressed the Student Government Association in its meeting Tuesday night and hopes to gain support from student organizations on tackling a problem in the Troy community.
These are definitely the neediest of our children.
Olivia Melton is one of the Troy students behind the new service program called Backpack for Kids. The program's goal is to assist the Head Start program of Troy.
It's a pre-K, so it's from 3 to 5-year-olds. These kids are in very high poverty rates. It's a government-funded school, so parents must qualify for the kids to attend, and it's free to them once they are accepted. We feel that we have the resources here to help them and their families out. I talked to Miss Octavia Jones, who's actually the head over the Head Start program, and she tells me that half actually have severe disabilities.
The Backpack for Kids program hopes to get started around Thanksgiving, and they say their goal now is small in comparison to the help they want to provide long term.
There's 120 students there at the school, and what we're trying to do is have 60 students have food each week over the weekend. So what we're trying to do is fill the backpacks with food every week, and they send the backpacks home with the kids, and then the kids bring them back the following week, and so it just becomes a weekly thing for them to get food for over the weekend.
If you would like more information, you can call Olivia Melton at 251-504-1145.
Well, after graduation, every college student is faced with the task of finding a job. And last night, one organization on campus helped to ensure that journalism students look as polished as possible through their resume. Wednesday night, the Society of Professional Journalists held a workshop in hopes to better prepare students for their future. Students had the opportunity to enjoy refreshments while two Hall School of Journalism and Communication professors discussed the importance of presenting yourself in a professional manner to possible employers. Aaron Taylor and Steve Stewart gave students tips on how to polish their cover letters, resume tapes, and portfolios. And one of the main points Taylor stressed was to have experience.
News directors out there that are looking to hire want to see examples of what they have done. As a result, if students do not have any material to put on resume tape, they are not going to be a good candidate for a job.
Social media is a huge part of most college students' life, but it can also haunt you when it's time to start searching for a job. Taylor added that it's crucial to clean up your profiles. But other than Facebook and Twitter, another form of social media is becoming a vital part to landing a job.
YouTube has become the go-to medium for distributing resumes for broadcast. It's easy to just click a link and watch somebody. Used to be you'd put stuff on a DVD or a videotape and send it to an employer. Now you can send them a link and they can open it up and watch it at any time. It's easy to share that link with other people. You know, one news director may look at a YouTube video and, well, I don't have a position for this person, but I like them. I know someone else, so I'm going to share this link with someone else.
Stewart and Taylor both stressed that students now have to be a one-man band, meaning the days of having 3 people to do one job are almost gone. And students need to be an asset in any department of the news. And around 20 students attended the workshop, but one student said hearing the advice makes him want to get more involved.
I plan to dive in even harder in working with TrojanVision and anything on campus that's going to help me and reflect me whenever I do graduate.
And if any student is interested in getting help with their resume, you can stop by the Office of Career Services in Eldridge Hall, room 104. So, Judson, you know, there are a lot of talented students who walk Troy's campus every day, and most of us don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's right, Courtney. And a pair of organizations were trying to find some hidden talents last night. Jamarla Phillips has the details.
Troy University students were able to show off their many talents Tuesday night in the Trojan Center ballrooms as two organizations combined to host their first ever talent show. And with the two organizations represented, many people who helped out did so because they were a part of both.
I came out first to support both organizations because I am a member of both organizations, but I also opened the show.
The talent show was inspired by the TV show The X Factor, and a packed Trojan Center ballroom turned out to see the talent. And with a huge turnout, many students expressed how much they enjoyed the talent displayed here tonight.
I liked it. I felt like it was a lot of variety. I didn't expect to have so much competition, but everybody did really good.
I really enjoyed tonight. It was very interesting, and I sang the R&B song by Neo.
They had a lot of talented people, man. My act was miming, gospel mime to William Murphy's Working. Yeah, tonight was overall pretty good.
And the group to take home the first place title was LaPaul and the Fry Sisters. Jamarlo Phillips, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The next Alpha Week activity will be Stroll Like an Alpha tonight at 6 in the Natatorium.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. Out of Montgomery, more than 900,000 Alabamians who receive food stamps will see a reduction in their benefits in November. The Alabama Department of Human Resources says the reduction will be felt nationwide because extra benefits that were part of the federal stimulus program in 2009 are ending.
And also coming out of Montgomery, the Robert Trench Jones Golf Trail is celebrating its 10th millionth round of play since the trail opened in 1992. The trail is comprised of courses throughout the state, including courses in the Shoals region, Huntsville, Anniston, Birmingham, Auburn, Dothan, and Mobile. Organizers say celebrations are set for 11 locations.
And in Midfield, authorities say an 82-year-old homeowner shot and killed an intruder in his home. The intruder shot around 9:45 Monday night was identified as 34-year-old man who lived down the street. The case has been turned over to the Jefferson County District Attorney.
And still to come on TrojanVision Nightly News, the football team is getting ready to head back on the road, and they're looking to win their third game in a row. Danielle Percival will have the details on that game coming up in sports.
Now Danielle Percival joins us with sports. So Danielle, there was no football in action this past weekend. Hopefully the football team took that time to recuperate, heal some injuries, and really gear up for this weekend's game.
That's right, Courtney, because it is a big contest. Getting back into conference play, the second half of the schedule, the games that really count. We'll get into the recap here in sports. After a weekend off, the football team will be back at it this Saturday, moving right back into conference competition. They are riding a 2-game winning streak and taking on Western Kentucky, who lost their last game 8 days ago against Louisiana Lafayette. That in large part due to 4 Hilltopper turnovers, including 2 interceptions thrown by quarterback Brandon Dowdy. Dowdy on the year has thrown 12 to the other team, and in the Hilltoppers' 3 losses, he's tossed 10 of his 12 picks. If you pick it, you might have a better shot. The Trojans only have 3 interceptions this season, but will likely be looking to grab a few more on Saturday. But despite seeing the Hilltoppers struggle against the Raging Cajuns, these players know that Western Kentucky will still present a challenge.
Just because Lafayette won doesn't mean that we're gonna win. I mean, like that, we're better than them or anything. We still gotta go in with the same mindset, play hard, and play the whole game, fight to win.
We wasn't the blowout like it was, but they can be beat, and that's what we want to go in and try to do the same thing.
The Hilltoppers still have a huge threat in running back Antonio Andrews, who is the country's leading rusher this season. The Trojans will get their shot at Andrews and Dowdy on Saturday in Bowling Green. Kickoff at Western Kentucky is set for 3 o'clock. Coming down to the final weekend of the regular season for the soccer team, it's all about the conference tournament seeding. Their opponent on Thursday is going to simply be looking to make it into the tournament, which could make the matchup against Louisiana Monroe an interesting one.
I think La Monroe is right now in an interesting boat. If they win out, they could potentially get in the tournament, and that was after a big win against Texas State this weekend. So to me, it's going to be a tough little game. I think that they're out to play for everything, and we're both battling for something in it, and it's going to be a good game.
The Trojans and Louisiana Monroe will square off tomorrow afternoon at 3 at the Troy Soccer Complex. This is the Trojans' final game of the year at home, and they'll wrap up the schedule Sunday on the road. The cross-country team finished the regular season this past weekend, but just like the Coach O Invitational, it was on a course they'll see again soon. The Crimson Classic on the campus of the University of Alabama is the same site for the South Region Championship. But before the Trojans head to regionals, they'll be competing for the conference title, and head coach Jeff Jenkins says this past meet was a good chance to see more of the conference competition they'll face for the Sun Belt.
We mixed it up well with some of those Sun Belt schools that were there. We had a few wins on some of those schools. ULM was there, Georgia State, South Alabama, and Texas Arlington was there. And so it was good to see those schools and compare ourselves with them to see where we need to be in 2 weeks for the Sun Belt.
The Sun Belt Cross Country Championships will be on campus here at Troy a week from Saturday on November 2nd. The volleyball team had 2 tough losses in their Texas road trip this past weekend, losing to Georgia State in 4 sets and UT Arlington in 5. In both matches, the Trojans had opportunities, including being up 13-9 in the deciding set on Sunday before eventually dropping the set and the match. Though the team was unable to pick up the victories over the weekend, head coach Sonny Kirkpatrick believes his team could turn that around the next time they face the Texas schools of the conference.
There's no great unknown now. We had never played Texas State before. We had never played UT Arlington. So the unknown's always kind of the thing you battle the first time going in. They're going to make adjustments on us. We've got to make adjustments on what they did and try to benefit our defense and offense as well. So it'll be interesting to see how we battle each other on Sunday.
But before the Trojans can face Georgia State on Sunday in that rematch, they'll be traveling to take on Arkansas Little Rock Friday night. So Judson, Courtney, last Saturday might have been strange for Trojan fans. Not really sure what to do with no football game, but this Saturday it's back to normal. Trojan football on the road taking on Western Kentucky on a 2-game winning streak and looking to maybe make it 3 in a row.
Exactly. I'm sure most everyone woke up last Saturday, didn't exactly know what to even do with their Saturday, but hopefully everything will go as smoothly this Saturday and we'll get to watch the Trojans bring home a W.
Well, no tailgating on campus, but you can still get out there and fire up the grill for the game.
Exactly. Thanks,
right.
Danielle. Go Trojans.
Thank you, Danielle.